We're taking one last look back at Origins as we prepare for Gencon coming up later this month. Dion, it's time to revisit the past as we move forward. You ready, buddy?
Let's do it. All that I got will never stop. I give it all. Straight to the top, will never stop. I give it all. All that I have, I let it be. Cause nobody's better than me. What do you see? Give it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Good gaming champions, and welcome to our vlog of Origins 2025. A great chance to look back at all the awesome memories that we created, some of the unique experiences that we had, and some of the cool things that we saw from indie developers that maybe we hadn't had a chance to show you, or maybe you haven't seen from some of the other channels who covered Origins, as we prepare and look forward to Gen Con coming up at the end of July, beginning of August. Dion, you and I had a great opportunity to go to Origins in Columbus, Ohio, and this is kind of our chance to relive those memories.
Yeah, just kind of walking back through, looking at some stuff to look out for when we go to Gen Con later, and just kind of checking out the games we've seen.
All right, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. We're just going to go through the highlights. Join us, go on memory lane with us, and maybe you'll see some cool stuff you hadn't seen before as you prepare for Gen Con 2025. So let's get after it.
Well, the first night was this whole introduction for us to look at stuff. I think it was like a media and retail invite, I think.
Yeah.
So I was wearing two hats at the event, so.
Yeah, it was kind of a cool opportunity because we got special access to this media room and got a chance to see some of the new stuff and some of the small indie developers. There's actually that board that's back there that I actually own, which is pretty neat woodwork, but very, very expensive.
Yeah, you were like flying through this, weren't you? There isn't anything that I seen, to be honest with you, on the media night. Maybe one, two things that I was like, oh, that's cool. Everything else was kind of like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There wasn't really much that really brought me in. I think the zombie game, which you'll see a little bit later in the video, and a couple other things that kind of brought me in. Estate wasn't so bad. We've seen that at Gamma. You know, it's got a really nice board presence, but it wasn't. Again, it's indie developer. It's really, you have to almost order direct, and it wasn't anything that really get us super involved. You were like running through this.
Well, yeah. It was TCGs were everywhere with this. And that was one of the things that we just noticed. We've said this in other videos, but man, TCGs were everywhere. Cards were everywhere. So for those of you getting ready for Gen Con, get ready for cards as we go to
Goblins, just his perfect introduction.
What'd you think about this one? Because we really like the guys at BA Games.
I love the guy at BA Games. Sam is amazing. Amazing dude. The whole group there at BA Games, absolutely amazing. I absolutely love the Forges of Ravenshire. I think it's a great game. So far, it's on my top list of this year that I really enjoyed. But this one is Goats and Goblins. You're just kind of, it's push your luck, and it just wasn't for me with the card game. Kind of gambling situation. It just wasn't enticing enough. I think I found better ones that I enjoyed. I was really excited about that one too. What's this one?
Biome was neat. I mean, the table presence you can see. I didn't get a chance to play this one at all, but I wanted to.
Yeah, it looks really cool. You're building like your own biomes, it looks like.
Yeah, and yeah, the real nests. Like they made them gorgeous, but table presence, that was probably one of the prettiest ones. And then here we've got the guys from Bitewing Games. So Iliad was my number 3 most anticipated game. I'm going to Origins, and this and Core, which is another one that they had. Both of them looked really good.
Oh, this dice coin guy was awesome. They've got these coins, right? But they also have these spinners that I enjoyed, which I think we'll play with right here a little bit. But you see them like you spin it, and it's like a D20, but it's a spinner. They got these really heavy-duty coins.
I meant to buy one before we left, and then I forgot.
I was going to put them in the store. I think I'm going to order them and put some in the store because I really liked them. I don't like the minimum order on them, but I want to try them out here in the store and see if they do well. But even, I mean, he's holding one up there for you. Like, really beautiful. Yeah. And then Flock Together. A lot of people were talking about this one.
Yeah, this is one that I've seen some TikTok videos of their dice because it has a chicken butthole on it. So, but yeah, this one, again, another first-time developer, really neat game. A lot of puns with the characters and the names that you'll see. I don't know if I zoomed in on it very well, but Wyatt Chirp, Agatha Christie, Kind of a tongue-in-cheek, but just kind of a fun family game. Really high-quality game tray equipment.
Oh, speaking of guys that we've talked with and stuff, the guys from Halo, these guys, what was their booth? Was it
Mantic Games, yeah.
Yeah, man, Mantic Games.
Yeah. And this one actually really intrigued me. I bought it for my son. It's called Offshoots. Just a neat guy. He's a teacher. And just first thing he's ever created. And just kind of a neat reverse Jenga where you're trying to build it up. And if the tree falls over, it's done. But yeah, he's working hard on that one.
And you buy a lot of these Unmatched games too. They were there showing off new stuff.
Yeah, they've got their Ninja. Yeah, the Legends 3-pack just came out. So they're very excited about it.
Yeah, and they were there showing off, I think, the Ninja Turtle one, and then like you said, the Legends, whatever. Yeah, the Witcher one was they were showing that one off. I really like these. These guys are the guys from Restoration Games are just amazing guys. I think that's just really good people. I like them a lot. Unfortunately, Unmatched doesn't do very well in the store, but I'm a big fan. What's this?
This one's Uh-Oh Dinosaur or Uh-Oh Dino. I didn't get to play it, but it looked really cute. And it felt like a really neat, like, family game. I wanted to go play it, never got to. Never went back to see it either. But yeah, really, first-time publisher.
Yo, oh, this one. Look at this one. You just seen this one? This one we didn't even wasn't even
Pretty sure this is our #1 best of Origins right here.
Yeah, big fan. Now this was the not even the nice one. This was like the promotional copy or whatever, right? Like
Yeah, the prototype.
the prototype. Yeah, this was the prototype, and the chips were cool and everything of the prototype. But when it's all done, it's just prettier, just pretty. I can't wait to get my hands on this one here in the store.
Yeah. I think we should have our names on some of those player cards. What do you think?
I'm down. Let's work that out with him. He's a good dude. I like Dylan a lot.
Mhm.
Good guys.
I'm hoping to have a lot.
Nothing but this game. This game was a fun, total #1 for us. It was so much fun, and it was stuff that I don't like in board gaming, and it was just still much fun. So
Yeah. Yeah, and this is us playing with, that's Dylan right there in the backwards hat, and Jeff with the phone in his hand as we're playing a championship game at like 12:30 at night on Saturday Night at Origins. Just chucking dice, laughing, talking crap to each other.
look at
Like I just
boards are so nice.
What's that?
The boards are so nice with this one. Such a good game. It's really done well.
Yeah.
The board are nice. The little rolling the dice under the lights. I mean, look, we're just having a blast, and you can see the place is empty because they kicked almost everybody out.
But not us, baby. We weren't leaving.
Yeah, we were not done until we were done. So that's the rule. But they're throwing dice and dropped it out. Look, it chucked it out. Such a good game. We had so much fun. I can't wait, like I said, to get these in the store and start selling these. I'm instant buy for me. Like I said, the saddest thing about this play is now walking home with some of these to show people how excited I was about the game.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot more with Huddle in the future. I can tell you that right now.
Yep, by far. There's Brandon there as well, and somebody from the shop. And we're just really enjoying this final. This was the championship. Now I've already lost by then. Asmodee invited us, and this one right here, Seven Wonders. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, so we got to play with Stefan with Days of Wonder. Awesome guy. He did a really nice job of kind of walking us through. I'm not a rolling right or a rolling right kind of guy. Are you?
I'm not a huge roll and write fan, only because I roll horrible, but everybody has to utilize the dice that are in front of them. It felt very Seven Wonder-ish. The little shake box in the middle with you got to everybody pick something and then marks it down. It felt like a roll and write of Seven Wonders Architects kind of a little bit. And I did horrible in the game, by the way. So
Yeah, yeah. No, Stefan definitely absolutely whooped us, and
destroyed us.
he reminded us who made it and who didn't. So
Wasn't this Allplay Booth? Is what these were?
yeah, so they had a couple new games, Oddlands, which is what this one is, and Ruins, which is another one. Which I don't know if you saw, Dion, but Allplay has a new football game coming out.
Allplay has a new football game coming out.
Allplay, yeah, they have a small box football game coming. I just got information on it today because it's part of their new Sail Legacy Kickstarter. Because Sail Legacy just got listed on crowdfunding, and
Yeah.
so yeah, they're putting a football game out. So kind of like a Blood Bowl kind of look to it, but
Well, you know, a
yeah,
couple of years ago, they set us in a meeting. Allplay did, and it was one of the distributors' meetings, and they set us as retailer, and they say you've got to put all these small box of games in your store. They're going to sell great, and that's what everybody's buying now. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Lure was good. I like Lure. Lure's good, but it just seemed like Sale was good. You know, the Kabuto for a game like that wasn't so bad. That one right there, the Kabuto Sumo.
Mhm.
Uh, those are all good games that they've had solid. I'm not saying they're crap. It's just I'm not a fan of the smaller box games. I
I
think
like
they're not the future. I'm sorry.
I like a lot of them just because they're easy to pull out with the family. They're
Yeah.
easy to get things and rings. It's easy to get to them. And then you go from family friendly to
These guys.
Archon Studios. So
Yeah, these guys were cool. I was a big fan of these guys. I even took something home to order some. They're just dark. Like all the games are very um dark, creative. I think they're going to be at Gen Con as well, from what I was talking with the guy at the thing. But I liked a lot of their supplies that they had for running like D&D events and the cards that they had. But even their board games, like the dark feel on them was amazing.
I feel like these guys should have a Ouija board.
That wouldn't surprise me if I see one. But they really created this like world of
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Happiness and joy and unicorns.
yeah,
I'm
right.
decapitated.
Like look at the game Echelon, I think is the name of this one, which they get a Kickstarter on this and it's pretty successful, from what I understand. And I've even got a few people here in the shop that have it and have played it here. But it
Yeah,
just
that's
all of their games had this like creepy
feel
dark
for it.
feel. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's Archon Studios,
Oh, I
who was an honorable mention on our video of Best of Origins as well.
Yeah, I like those guys. Tabletop role-playing games, they have some neat stuff. The Rex Arcana that you've seen. This Inferno looked really neat. This one here was the one I was talking about, Brand Colonia, that is a mix between Princess Bride and Blazing Saddles. But they had a lot of books. I mean, all those books back there were their books. All part of a local distributor. That's what the booth was a local distributor here in the United States. I think they are not here in the United
Yeah, they're
States.
from Italy. Yeah,
Really?
Ferno here is the one that really appealed to me just with the artwork. Like, I don't play TTRPGs, but I will say, like, this book was hard to not look through and be like, I'm curious.
Yeah. Yeah, that
So,
looked really good. BattleMonsters. This is the one we were talking about, not so miniatures.
yeah, it's like a flip of TTRPGs of using miniatures, and now you're going to massivers.
Look at this, though. I mean, you've got like your little armies there and your big old warriors, monster warriors.
Because this one was on crowdfunding, and I had no interest in it, honestly, and then I saw it at Gen Con or Origins, and I wanna play it at Gen Con just so I can see what it plays like,
Yeah.
but, my fear is it's just how big is the box? Because you know me, I'm running out of space.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the player boards are pretty cool. I enjoyed those.
Yeah, I just was
Mhm.
surprised. I was surprised at, like, how many miniatures were on the board, and I love the fact that your tanks and your planes are going to collect resources to power up your monster to make him more powerful, give him more abilities. Like, I wasn't expecting, I guess, what it was, and I was really impressed when I walked away.
Yeah, those monsters are huge. That has to be a demo copy. That is not in the box like that. There's no way.
I'm pretty sure it is. But here's one coming out in a box very soon, and I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, this made me come back and play Memoir 44 at the shop here. That's how much I enjoyed this one.
I played it too, Dion. I played it on BGA.
Yeah, it made me come back and play it here in the shop because I was like, I want to play this more.
Oh yeah, we got to play with Sam Healy, formerly of Dice Tower. We definitely were on the path to beating them when our time ran up.
Yeah.
You got to be Darth Vader.
Yes, that was the best part, all that power. And I'm horrible at rolling dice too, and I was actually on fire that night, which I really liked. Battle Law was really.
That game is an auto buy. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a few copies of that. Most of the stuff from Asmodee, I got a case coming in. This one was the Bo Jackson Battle Arena guys. I just looked at their name and I cannot remember it for the life of me. It's some like mining company thing. But you didn't
Yeah.
care for this one at all. But I like the signature cards. Those were cool.
Yeah. It was fun, but it's a whatnot. It's not a TCG. It's a scam of a yeah. Anyways, I'll save my feelings on it. But here's one beyond that was on your I think this was your number 2 or number 3 for most anticipated of Origins from First Fish.
Yet I didn't get to play it. So that probably dropped it down my list. And then when I looked at it and checked it out and was watching people move pieces and do things, and the interaction I had at the booth, it slowly fell off my list. I'm still excited to play it and try it. I just don't I'm not as excited as I was before I went and checked it out.
Okay. I mean, it's got a really pretty table presence.
Yes, and there's a lot in that box, that the little box that they have there, but it's a lot going on.
Hmm.
I like in my games, but um, uh, it I don't know. There's a lot of like when they were explaining it, I kind of lost a little bit of interest, and I was like, yeah, that's okay. Moving along,
You
while
play the game.
up and dropping off certain products, and
Yeah. If you play the game Mistwind, those whales are from Mistwind as well,
yeah,
which that was their first game and a very popular one for them.
yeah. I don't think I've played Mistwind yet. I've seen it, and I think I might have a copy here in the shop. I just don't think I've got a chance to sit down and play it yet.
Yeah. Well, right there's the box. Uh-oh. Forgot to flip that one. Sorry about that. Beauties of editing. So,
What is it? What is it? What is it? I don't even know what that is. I can't even see it.
so this is Pagan, which I have not had a chance to play Pagan yet, but I did download. This is Capstone Games.
Oh yeah,
Um, but Capstone has some great stuff. I've Arc Nova. I mean, Galileo with
yeah.
their big new game.
I bought
Uh,
like 3 or 4 of them and sold them out already.
exactly. Did you really?
Tell you, this is they I've been fighting with them for a while now to get demo copies and stuff, and then I sent them an email when I ordered the games that I just ordered, and they just like, without even question, sent me demo copies to demo out here, and I sold a lot of their games here now. So I really like what was that one, right? What is that? Oh, that's Pagan. That was the Pagan.
Mirror.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people rave about that game. I'd love to try it sometime.
It had a lot going on. Chip Theory was there as well.
All right, this is going to bring us, Dion, to probably, if anybody's going to a convention, one of the nicest booths. And there's two things we know. Chip Theory is always going to have a great booth, and Chip Theory is always going to sell out of their games at conventions.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
And this year was Roth. That was the big one that they were really excited to launch, which is kind of a step away from what they're used to, because right here, this is what they're known for.
Yeah, people have said this is like one of the best games that they've ever played. I've heard that from multiple customers. I was so upset that they didn't do miniatures, but I mean, they're Chip Theory. They're going to do chips. Uh,
Yeah.
I haven't
Well,
played any of this at all, so I can't
they
argue or agree one way or the other.
they do brass minifigs for a lot of their games, and I've said you must have them, and they said we hear you. Little smile there, but so now we're gonna kind of see Roth, which is of course their new game out this year, which ironically doesn't really have any chips. Kind of feels weird. Chip Theory game without chips, just
Oh, wow.
bits.
Yeah, I've got this on my shelf here to play. I just haven't got a chance to crack it open yet. It looks like a territorial control type of game.
Hmm. And it doesn't have a 300-page rule book, which is big for Chip Theory games.
Yeah, dice rolling. I mean, that's the Too Many Bones was one of their. Maybe they went back to their roots with that.
Yeah.
There's the ceiling just out of nowhere. Just keeps
Yeah,
on.
I filmed the ceiling. I thought it was a very pretty ceiling, and then I saw that while I was looking at the ceiling,
Oh,
and I just
these
thought these
teeth.
were church. I bought this shirt right here. Coffee makes me feel less murdery.
Yeah, I bought that for my wife while we were there too. I'm glad you showed that. That was a definitely convention exclusive. Was it TeeTurtle? I think of the name of them. They're hilarious. I love these guys. They're almost at all the conventions. So
Yeah, I got a couple for the kids, and yeah, I got that coffee shirt for myself. I was like, that's perfect.
yes, that was my wife's.
So, and then those are just some of the things that you see at conventions that just kind of make you feel engrossed within the nerd culture. And speaking of which, like, what a gorgeous booth they had here at Black Oak.
Yeah, Black Oak did a really good job with it. They always do. They have that really cool dice tower that you shove it into the side there, or shove it into the top, and it rolls out the bottom. It's like a total shelving unit.
Mhm.
But they do always do a good job of decorating their booths. That's one I'm sure they'll have there at Gen Con.
Yeah. Yeah. There's Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, Dolphin Hat Games. Love them. A couple new games that they came out with. I forget the name of one of them that I got. It wasn't as good as I had hoped, so I was a little disappointed. But they are, wonderful people. Dave Campbell, nice guy, who owns it, and a neat experience to get to build a friendship with them. So, um, one thing I kind of noticed, Dion, just not as like I know we had done in our video, it was all-time high attendance, but it felt very spacious. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as busy, which I kind of liked it, but I guess we left before it got busy because I guess Saturday they said it was up higher percentage of people there. You keep coming back to this Battle Monsters with a camera, man. You could not. walk away from this one because
You know me and miniatures, man. Like I love to buy plastic.
yeah, you are in charge of the camera. I can see you
It
getting on
matters. Beyond it says right there, and go from massive minis to no minis and just dice,
that
dice
Dyson
baseball.
baseball. Yeah, Dyson baseball there.
Yeah, this is like the accountant's dream game. Crunching numbers, getting an Excel spreadsheet, tiny bit of luck. But again, I'm a sports guy, so this one was really interesting to me.
Yeah, you did not grab me at all. I'm a big baseball fan. I was trying to remember what that card.
And then this is
That's
dicey devices. Yeah,
Dicey Devices. That's what it was.
yeah.
And
This one is one that we're really excited about. We're actually Tyler, who's head of the company Origami Whale. They're actually going to get us a demo copy to preview when they get ready to launch this game, which I'm really excited about.
that's what he said. I'm holding my breath here. So, it looks cool. I guess I can't wait to get my hands on it. You like this one? You liked it last year when you seen it. You were hoping it was completed, but it was not at this event. So I'm sure there'll be at Origins. I'm sure you could probably get your hands on a little demo of it at Gencon.
Yeah,
I like
that-
I think his last name was Kim. But I like him at the Origami Well. Now this one actually made me start thinking like how to do this, but this is actually a local comic book store that and board game shop that did a deal with a table company, and they were there showing off the tables. And that was one of the tables that they were showing off, and I honestly don't remember for the life of me the name of the table because the banners for all of their stuff was up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they had a nice partnership that would be good for your store as well, and getting the tables in the store. So, but this one
I
was
like this.
really cool, Dion.
Oh, this was a great idea. He's doing a Kickstarter soon, and he wrote to go through this dungeon, but it's all 3D printed, and you're pulling off layers of this dungeon, and you're going through. It is amazing. He's got much bigger. I don't know if you caught film of it, but there was a bigger one next to the other side over there. I was trying for the life of me to remember this guy's name because I wanted to reach out and let him know that, hey, hit me up when his Kickstarter happens so I can get in on it because I've got enough guys around here with 3D printers. I know we can do something really fun in the store with this. But the big one there, that's the miniature, and then he's got this really big one over here, which is huge. That little red skull is the same thing but much larger. Such a amazing idea. I liked this guy a lot. I really liked what he did with his ideas, and it's all 3D printed and designed and stuff. But it'd be pretty cool to have a whole session around that.
Yeah, that was a dice tower right there, which was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
So
cool.
yeah, that's gonna be coming out. I would definitely look into that. And then this one just blew us away. It's like I was telling Dion, I was like, you should have one of these in your house for your kids. It's the Emperor's Promise. And we're like, what is this? Like, why is this just randomly here? We could not figure out for the life of us what the purpose was until this one was like, oh, yeah, just go around the side and you'll see. And we're like, what's around the side? Let's
Well, we're
look.
both not Warhammer players. If we were Warhammer players, we'd have known right off the bat exactly what that was. Because once we walked around, we were like, oh, Warhammer, gotcha.
There it is. And it's shelving units. And I was like, that's the coolest shelving units I've ever seen. Take that, Calyx.
But it's made to record all of that massiveness that goes on there for that battle. That was insane.
Yeah. And here's Endeavor Deep Sea.
Yeah.
This is actually Inferno right here, which was my number one that I was most excited about. I didn't get a chance to play it, but it did confirm to me that there's a lot of pieces in this game. I think board setup would take 45 minutes at minimum every time you want to play this.
There was a lot of small pieces to that. But you're going through the different layers of hell, I believe, right? Trying to escape out of the Inferno of hell. Which is pretty cool. That's a good idea for a board game. Endeavor Deep Sea, I want to get my hands on. We've seen a couple booths that had that playing, and I just couldn't sit down in time to do it. This one was, we played that one.
Yeah, the guy who was running the booth for them was kind of like, hey, this game is the one that I show it to everybody. It's just basically you take a tile and each color tile can go in a different space. And You just try to collect things, and it builds up your abilities. And he's like, anybody who plays this always comes back and buys it. And they're very proud of that game. But this is, I think, their gem, which is just Endeavor Deep Sea, because it looks gorgeous. And again, it's just one of those games where it's like, oh, I really wish I could play it.
Yeah, I was excited to check that one out. I guess they just announced an expansion to it already.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just recently.
exactly. And I
Oh,
had to get a video of this. Modifius, who obviously makes the Fallout tabletop miniatures game, you know, when you see it, you gotta take a picture.
yeah, you gotta get some film of that guy, the Fallout Boy. Not Fallout Boy, the band, just the Fallout.
He was prepared to remind us everything was going to be okay.
Yeah, everything's fine. This is a Kraken one from Onset or Offset Games. I think it was Onset Games. Their booth was really cool. They had multiple tables to set down and play. And this is where he's explaining it to us, where you have to have a lot of people to play this game. That was already like, ugh. It's definitely for a board game cafe like this where we have a bunch of events going on. But it'd be pretty rough, I think, to get open and played in unless you have a major party going on at the house.
Yeah. We highlighted this in our Origins video, Best of Origins, and yeah, it's like a 6-player plus type of game, and kind of think a little bit like Among Us. Everybody has their own secret hidden roles, and everybody's trying to accomplish some different tasks, and some people are trying to get to one part of the map. Other people are like the Cthulhu, or is trying to get or the Siren, trying to get people to the sailor victory or the pirate victory. So, but this one right here, Fief England, this is one you were really excited about.
Well, only because I played the other Thief games and I really enjoyed them. So Thief France was a lot of fun. And I've played it a couple times here at the shop, and I really liked the Thief England one that they're coming out. They did a few things that are different, and plus, I mean, piss off our anybody that's watching in France, but England's so much better.
I think like 30% of our audience is overseas, so
Oh.
both matters.
Well,
So,
how many?
like 30% of our audience is overseas. But here's the funny thing: you don't have to go overseas to find this guy, because he's right in your backyard.
He's right in our backyard. Flashpoint, Legacy of the Flame, or something like that, right? Yeah, that was a good one. We didn't get to play it. We only got to talk to Ken Franklin, which Ken Franklin is right in Vicksburg here, not too far away from the shop. He's been in multiple times. Support this game. Support this guy. He's a great guy, great dude. And if you like the Flashpoint series, this is the legacy version of it, and they're doing a lot to it from what I understand. So check it out. If you see him at Gencon, I'm sure he'll be there supporting this game. And so definitely check him out. I'd like to see him at Origins and chat with him a little bit, but great dude. Big fan of Ken Franklin.
Yeah, it's always fun when somebody local has some success. How many games has he had? Like 4 or 5 games so far?
Yeah, he's got a lot. He walked into my shop and was like, that one's mine, that one's mine, that one's mine. And I was like, holy crap, I did not know all of this. And he's walked, we have 1,800 on our play library, and probably 6 or 7 of them are his. So it was pretty awesome to be able to chat with him. He's been around the industry for a while. He's Dr. Ken Franklin, by the way. He is a doctor. Don't discount his degree in any way. But great dude. Good job. Good guy. I like they did the double mapped board that you could put together with a double, so you could flip through and put them together and create different opportunities. This one they told me, and this is where they sold me. Frozen Frontier. I can't remember the name of the company.
Arcane Wonders.
Arcane Wonders. Thank you. They said this is Brass Lancashire in space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't play it, so don't sue me if it's wrong. But man, if it is, count me in.
It looked really cool, but the problem is that I think it's out of print, Dion, and they're not going to print it for like another year or two. So we kind of blew our chance to get a copy, but it was one of those where it's like, it's such a big, heavy box. I didn't really want to carry it around with me.
Yeah, I know. And I've got his message, got his email in the other room in there. I need to reach out to him and grab it, because they are doing direct now. And this is back to Capstone Games. We're all over the place here. So this is that Galileo one you're talking about. Looks so good at the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A little bit of a Euro here, trying to accumulate as many points as you're trying to discover deep into space. This has gotten a lot of hype, and I think this is going to be one of the big ones coming to Gen Con.
Yeah, it's already in retail. I've sold 6, 7, 8 of these already. So it's a big, and I've had some people here play it and say they really enjoy it. I got a demo in the back. Maybe we can get a chance to sit down and play it, but I need to get it out and get it played. Oh, there's the
For democracy.
oh,
I always got to support democracy.
okay.
This game I didn't know anything about, Dion. You pointed it out to me, and it was just I took a video because the cards were gorgeous.
Yeah, it was
Like
like
I know nothing about the
Hercules,
game, but the cards were big and beautiful.
Hercules and the 12 Heroes or something, or so I can't remember the name of. I'm trying to read it.
Yeah,
12
Hercules and the 12 labors. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I'm old. I got to get closer to my screen.
Yeah. No, it was like I said, the card quality was amazing, but the flecking of like the gold on the cards was some of the best I've ever seen in terms of just the total detail. So
It's like rolling a sign. You're rolling dice and assigning them. You were excited about this one before we went. Did you get a chance to play it at all or check it out?
yeah, I didn't get a chance to play it. This is about as close as I got. They had two set up. You see how close I got is that guy's hand. But I don't know. It's Bitewing's game. I wasn't as excited as I thought I was going to be when I saw it. I'll be honest.
That happened to me with a few games this year at Origins. So I was really excited going in, and then after I kind of sat down with it, I was like, But a lot of it was the tactiles were not, to me, board gaming is definitely a touch and feel type of game. It's not you're not digital. You're getting away from all of that. So a lot of the games just fell short for me when it came to that feeling. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to play it or check it out even, but I know you were excited.
And I might get a chance at Gen Con to try it. Like I said, it definitely is a strategy. It's a two-player strategy game. So I think it'll be interesting. It's just, yeah, like I said, I don't know, just I don't like those type of mats either. I think that's part of the problem is I don't like those little cloth maps. They've just
Yeah.
cheap.
Yep.
And I guess it's better than paper, but
Well,
and then you come to like back to Inferno here.
Oh, just made me upset with the paper, the plastic, the cloth. But yes, the back to Inferno, you just keep walking. You really were trying to escape this booth, not only Infernal hell. So
Yeah, well, it just they had some great games, and like I said, I mean, Inferno, like I want to play it because I've played games like this before,
Yeah.
with the level of degrees that you move to gain resources and stuff. So I'm excited about it. But talk about some of the very unique art that we saw. These women, holy cow! Infused dice.
Yeah, they were awesome. The prices though, man, I just could not swallow. I wanted one. I wanted one myself, and I just couldn't swallow the price but it takes a lot of time and effort, I imagine, to do that, right? Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
labor of love. It's definitely,
Those are all handmade. Every one of those is like handmade.
yeah, it was pretty cool. Hopefully they'll be at Gen Con and they'll get the sales that they deserve. But man, it was $80 for a set of dice is like, I know they're handmade. I know it's amazing, but gosh, it was hard to swallow for me.
Well, and those big dice, those infused dice you saw earlier, those were like 5, 6, 7, $800.
Yes. Beautiful to look at. I'd love to have one, but I couldn't dig into the pocketbook that far. This is one of the art guys that you actually bought some art from.
Yeah, Jacob Walker, he was on one of our best ofs in the video, if you watched that. Very, very pretty art. I got my son the axolotl there on the D20. Actually, I think you can see the picture at the bottom there. The one that's back there, you can't see it, but it's basically this print coming up here. But I don't know, it was cute. I loved it, man. It's just cute dragons sleeping, just taking a little nap. They're so tired. Dion, they're so sleepy.
That looks pretty awesome. Yeah, my wife was like, "What did you get?"
Baby beholder.
After she watched our video, she was like, "Where did you get me one? You could have got me one of those." I was like, "Yeah, I should have." And I want this game. Like, this is starting to bother me because this is one of the games that I wish I would have got more time with and checked out. Um, I want this game. And I need to reach out to Arcane Wonders and get us a copy so we can play it. I just got back from the Gilmore Car Museum here locally in West Michigan, and it made me want to play this game more. So do an event with them where we're creating you're starting from like a Model T and working your way up to a modern day vehicle, crafting them and building engines and
Test driving them and
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I was definitely down.
Kind of reminds me. I mean, you like Kanban and Bot
Yeah,
Factory, and it kind of just
yeah.
feels like a successor in that world.
I agree. It feels definitely in my realm of things that I've enjoyed in the past. I'm not a big car guy, but it looks like something I would enjoy.
Yeah. Now
This
this was we got to really meet spend a lot of time with this one. Dan.
DPH Games, I think, which they're always at all the conventions. So if you ever see the guys, they're amazing guys. You can ask them, and they're very down to earth, very friendly, small company. This one, I think, was kickstarted, right? And he was showing us the finished or close to be finished version where you're all pirates and they made it very historical, which I really liked about it. And he was giving us all kinds of deep information that I never knew about pirates. Not that I cared one way or the other, but it was really cool. Really enjoyed it. And of course, this one had metal coins and all the cool little dibby dobbies, everything else. Um, and you're controlling like your ship and you're putting things on there. I liked it. Definitely check them out if you see them at Gen Con.
Yeah, yeah, it was one that I really enjoyed, but not as much as this one, which was back to the Asmodee experience that we had. Of course, Fate, Lord of the Rings, the pandemic version of Lord of the Rings. Very few games I felt at this year's Origins really had the board presence or quality of components that I felt like this game really is bringing to the table. We had a chance to again play with Sam Healy, formerly of Dice Tower, and we played a co-op, and man, it was a lot better than I think both of us thought it was gonna be. Would you agree?
Yeah, that Dice Tower is amazing just by itself.
Yeah,
It
you're getting a
definitely
video of
changed
this.
my mind on the game, right? So I went in with a very negative attitude and it changed my mind to where I'm excited to get it now. I ordered a case of it from Asmodee at least. And then I asked for a demo copy. I mean, I'm excited to get this one taught here at the shop. I'm excited to get it played more. They gave me just a little taster and it was enough to go, okay, I'm in. And I'm not usually not in co-op games. So the fact that it completely turned me around, I hear a lot of people complaining about I didn't like the too crunchy and too decision making. Well, that's what I love about I don't like to play co-op games because they're not that usually. You're like, oh, willy-nilly, and I gotta tell you how to play and tell you how to play and be an alpha gamer, where in this one you really can't. You gotta focus on your own stuff. And you gotta work together and you gotta figure out how to work together with all your different character abilities. And there's a lot to remember. And you've got two characters and do three actions off of one and one action off another one and get to finish all the things and then get to Mordor and throw in the ring to the fire there and make sure the eye's not following you. Really like it was a good game.
Yeah, and the art of the dice tower is gorgeous, and it fits perfectly in the box when you put it away, which is huge, and and that makes it amazing. That art back there, really nice guy. I didn't get his name, but his stuff was stunning. This is just kind of some of the cosplay area that we saw in the convention center as well. This is where some of the chains and gags and some of the spicy stuff was. Dion, I'm surprised you didn't stop there.
Yeah.
Didn't give anything for Mrs. Dion.
No, I had I think that lights were bouncing off my head and making people go blind behind me. Um oh
Here's one where I almost got in trouble. Here's where I almost got in trouble.
yeah, because you touched something and he was like, "We don't touch." I really liked it.
Yeah, I touched this right here.
Yeah, don't and he yelled at you.
It's
Like, "What are you doing?
it's a Pip Boy.
Don't
How did I touch the Pip Boy?
I know, I remember him yelling at you. I laughed hard too. But he had this like group paint stuff that he was pushing over there. Where like the blood or the I don't know, the gory stuff. But he also had this cool pit board. This is a YouTube VTuber card game by Japanime Games, which I like Japanime Games. They're great people. But I'm not a fan of that game does not look exciting to me at all.
There's just too many TCGs coming out right now. So, but obviously they're very IP heavy. Shows like Fruit Baskets and man, they had probably 15 different games. Black Clover, big one. But yeah, their TCG was the big thing on the other side. I think I got video of it, but that's what they were really pushing in their booth.
Yeah, they also have a few other like you'll see the One Piece stuff here. They've been pushing the Cowboy Bebop. I mean, they're Japanimation games, so Japanime games are gonna be Japanimation style gaming. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen this one. What's this? What is this?
You were
Booth?
with me actually. Yeah, we were in this one together. But yeah, just little magnets again.
Oh, yeah, the lanterns. Yep.
Yeah, the woman was really nice, super sweet. And that's the thing. Like, if you go to these conventions, man, these people, they're just mom and pop shops. They're single people. They're just working hard, making cool art, trying to, keep their small businesses afloat. And it's like, these are the kind of things I love to highlight and really enjoy when we go to those conventions because they're unique and they're different. And it's kind of what makes the hobby feel fun. So, and then if you want to have,
Put on your list though, this game here that from the same people who did. We just keep coming back to this booth. I don't know what is going on with this booth, but um, this is another one that was on your list of games you're excited about.
well, that's the thing. Like, three of the games that were on my list, I think, came from this booth, and I had no clue. That's the funny part is I had no clue. But yeah, Pillars of Hercules, just area control, card draw. I again just didn't have enough time to get my hands on it, but it had great table presence.
Yeah, definitely looks territorial controlling. Um, I didn't get a chance to check it out either. I think we walked by it and they had a pile of them. And then later, I think by the time we left, there wasn't a very big pile of them left. Um,
Mm,
as a retailer for these things, I try not to interfere with their money. So I don't
yeah.
want to try to get my hands on copies that. What is this one?
This is the British guy, super nice guy. It's like a trade set game, so it's almost like a game of finance. So you're buying shares in companies, you're creating trade routes, you're trying to build equity in other businesses, you're trying to grow the value of businesses. It's just a single guy. He came up with the idea all on his own. He's been pushing this whole thing by himself. Just a cool guy. I really, really liked him, and I hope the game makes it. It's in prototype phase right now, but Pivot, definitely check it out. Really cool guy.
These actually were really awesome as well. Again, pricing was, man, it was rough. Um, should not go to these conventions on a budget. I'll tell you that right now. Um, but these were cool. They had like little metal flakes, and the metal flakes would make it spin, and they had different like poison, as you can see, and fairy dust and things like that. And the person who takes the time, I mean, hats off to these people. Definitely more creative than
Yeah.
I'll ever be in my life. But
As we said, it's like it's the current day lava lamp, as we
yeah,
said.
yeah. And I broke that one. That's why she was pointing and telling me not to turn it back up because I'm an idiot. Um, yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, all these little like knick-knacky type of stuff that you set up. That's another thing I really liked about the convention is walking through there and looking at that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
and Shovel Knight,
absolutely. Like Star, that's
Shovel Knight,
yeah, that's the stuff that makes these conventions so unique. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I enjoyed that.
but
Seeing
yeah,
stuff you
Shovel
normally
Knight.
don't see or can find in other places.
Yeah, and Shovel Knight, obviously, big IP in video games. One I've never been big into, so the board game didn't really appeal to me too much, but they always had a lot of people at the booth. So now
Stellaris,
there's
speak.
another IP from a video game that I do really like, and one I'd love to get a chance to try.
Hmm, hmm. It yeah, the video game itself is a little heavy. I can only imagine the board game.
Well, that's so I'm surprised you don't like it because you love deep, thinky, crunchy games, and Stellaris as a video game is a literal brain burner.
Well, I love the video game. Big fan of the video game. I don't think the board game will bring me to the table, but again, I have to give it a shot. I haven't tried it, so it was one to look forward to. This was kind of cool. This was a guy that did, um, like, they were pushing a tabletop role playing game, and he had all these pieces that were sitting out there that was really unique because you can like build that, and it's all magnets, tabletop thingies, I think is you just showed it there. And he was pushing Pirate Borg, which was a really it's done if it's like Mork Borg and a couple other tabletop role playing games. And they were pushing that, but they were using these tabletop thingies as displays to really push their game. And it it was really cool. It was something different. I liked checking these little miniatures out, and it made me want to play the game. I think is what their goal was, which I'm down with.
Yeah. Yeah, that Skull Pirate ship was amazing, but not as amazing as this game, which was our number two best of Origins take take time. Great little co-op. We played this with Stefan of Days of Wonder. Had an absolute blast with this one. Probably one of the most fun games that we played at Origins easily.
Yeah, I mean, it was number 2 on the list for a reason. I tell people about this and they give me this blank stare. I think it's one of those ones you just have to play. Because trying to explain it, I was totally negative against it. Even people telling me how amazing it was, I was like, yeah, whatever. They're like, oh, it's the crew and mind mixed, but you know, it's really good, and I really enjoyed it. I would have to like say we had a blast playing it.
Yeah. Well, if you get a chance to play the Gen Con, take advantage of it because you won't be upset or sorry. It's definitely worth it. I think it's coming out later this year, but another cool one from Asmodee. And then here's Tenaris. Really, honestly, this was just because we were talking to the Foreteller guys who were going to hopefully be using some of their stuff. They gave us permission, and we had a lot of people who want to see Ascendancy. Dion in the video say that they'd love to see a playthrough. And Foreteller is an app you download, and it does professional voice acting with art, and it kind of tells the story of the game. So that way you don't have to barrel through it yourself or have that friend who has a terrible voice. But
Um,
here's probably I would say this one was probably one of the biggest ones that was highlighted at Origins, and I bet will be one of the bigger ones at Gen Con too.
yeah, I want to get my hands on this bad. I have a love hate with these guys at Bizarre Games, whatever it is, Bizarre, whatever. I have a love hate relationship with them. I love some of the games they make. I hate the fact that it's very difficult me as a retailer to get these in, that they don't think about us as a retailer, building a community around their games. It seems weird because Werewolf's one of the best selling games that they have, right? The not the werewolf, but the yeah, werewolf, where you're one of the one people at the table is the werewolf, and it's a little card game. Sold a lot at Target and other retailers. Um, but this game here, man, I was so mad that I could not take a copy of this home, or at least get on a list to get a copy as soon as possible. Um, they're not doing a Kickstarter, so my love-hate relationship is very horrible with these guys because this is the prototype. But man, this is right in my wheelhouse here, buddy. I walked
Yeah,
back and
you're
forth. I don't know how many times I sat down at that table. I don't know how many times, and I just kept coming back to it. So if you see us at Gen Con, get a playthrough on it. It's really good.
yeah. The whole concept is build a board game, and you're gonna do things from deforest land to get the lumber, and you've got to create the games themselves, and then the finished product go in these little calyxes that you're gonna see, and then you got to reforest the land, and what's cool is real board games. I think there's over 300 like real world board games that are all in this game that you can make. And the tiebreaker, if you get caught into one with somebody, is whoever made a game that has the highest Board Game Geek score, they're the winner. So automatically, Brass Birmingham, games like that. There's Rock Hard 1977 that was in there. It was cool. So really neat concept that kind of brings the whole community together.
Yeah, they said there was over 17,000 emails back and forth with people trying to get them to let them use their likeness in that game. A lot of them were like, "Yeah," and he said a lot of them were like, "No." So it's kind of cool. It was pretty good. What's it, Adopt a Krill? I didn't must have missed this week.
Yeah, this
Oh
one,
no, I walked by and seen had like a weird little card game.
yeah, this one was a silly one we put as our Origins hype video. The card game fits within the krill. That's all I know about it. It was adorable. Forgot the packaging, so I took a video of it. But yeah, here's Thunderworks game. Their new one is Emerald Skulls, which you'll see here in a minute. But Stone Spine Architects is one that came out, I think, maybe 2 years ago now. A nice little thinky brain burner. Emerald Skulls is one, Dion, you and I had a chance to play at Gamma and had a lot of fun with.
Yeah, the push your luck element in that one was pretty fun. It was definitely a party game. Roll dice and laugh and try to assign and then bet against or bet with your people that are rolling the dice to if they hit certain things. It was this one is really nice. The retail one's a little different than this one, but if you can get your hands on this one, it's a really good one.
Yeah.
This is a small company that was there as well.
Yeah, this is a really unique one. Beautiful little miniatures. Just a tiny little two-player battler called Token Terror Battlegrounds. Looked a lot of fun. Just chuck all of them in a dice bag, and you pull them out. And they just kind of battle each other. You roll the dice a little bit. Something that looked really appealing for like, me playing with my son. I don't think it's a big brain burner, but one that I'd love to try and play with him sometime. And of course, then here's the Pac-Man Quadro, because has to bring this one to everything.
Yeah, that's awesome though. That's a
And you can't buy that version, Dion.
no. I want that version. They won't give it to me. I've tried. I've
Everyone wants.
got hooks in the company like T, and they won't let me have it. I've tried. I begged. I've even got on both knees, and I can't get it.
Which is saying a lot because it's hard for you to get back off your knees.
I am old, so
You're getting old, buddy.
up. I know that's a big bald spot. You keep taking pictures over the back of my head there.
Hey, you know what? The problem is not the ball spot. Here's the thing that happened to you, Dion, is as you got older, you yourself are 5'7", but your hairline's only 5'6". You can't do anything about that.
No, I know. That's what they say. I've been I I've been I was wearing that jersey around with shorts on there, or that sweater, is like we like to call it up north here, and it just it was a nice day. I enjoyed the weather wasn't so bad in Ohio. It was really nice and cool inside the arena here. They did a very good job in the layout. See, I asked you, I was like, "Have you seen this one?" You're yeah, dummy. I've already got video of it.
Yeah, like I said, this was during the media time, so that's why it's a little less populated. Is we got an hour before the convention hall open to
Right.
kind of walk through and see things. But
Yeah,
but yeah, like I said, you have to play this one and let me know how it is.
I've got it here, and I've got the Kickstarter version. I just have to get it out and played now. Getting
It's literally over your shoulder right now.
Yeah, it is a back. Oh, I don't know if you can see. It's way up there. Anyway, I just have to get it out and get it played. I mean, I've got so many that I need to get out and get played. That's the problem with having so many, is you got to get them to set it. You have the same problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
Origins are a blast, and that's why I like Origins over any of the other ones that I go to, because I do get my hands on a few more games, and I get to find the smaller indie stuff that they're not blasting out of the water with the hype train.
Yeah.
I get to try some of this stuff that isn't hyped really, and I walk in with a medium to negative attitude, and I end up coming out positive, and that's probably the best feeling for me when looking at games, is like, oh, this is gonna suck, and then I enjoy myself, and then I'm like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So
I just wish Origins had a little bit more of a gap between them and Gen Con, but there is no gap in these tables. I'll tell you that. WM Homesteads,
ha!
if you're looking for an absolutely fantastic, high quality, built by craftsmen, carpenters, this is the company for you. They're out of Ohio. Um, Hopefully, we're going to be working with them on some stuff. But I'll tell you what, hands down for the price, this table you're looking at here is like, I think it's like 25 or $3,000. And when you compare that to like Wormwood and some of these Rathskeller, I mean, you're talking $10,000, $15,000 for their tables.
Yeah.
Or like this one right here.
Oh yeah.
This table you're looking at right now looks amazing, and it was like $12,000.
Yeah, that was insane. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is cool." We sat at it. They were telling us about it. Really cool. Like, it had these little pull-out drawers, the wraparound, very deep pockets there, and this D&D side. I don't know if you got all the way around that side, but it has like a little indention over there for the dungeon master, and or the whatever, or the game master. But these pillars on each side. Oh man, this would definitely change your game night. And then when they told me the price, and I thought, well, it'll also change my bank account.
Financial future.
Yeah, my financial future.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really awesome. But that was like what, a $13,000 table, I think we were looking at.
exactly. Yeah, it was ridiculously expensive when you compare it to what the other ones were, and like I said, that's why I really like WM Homestead, just because they are so unique with the price to quality. It's just in the consumer favor. So, and they're good people, and we always like to support them. And so, yeah, that kind of brings a lot of the video we had from Origins to a close. And it was just, again, as you saw from the video, a lot of light aisles. You never felt cramped, unlike a Gen Con or a PAX. You had time to talk to people. You had time to sit down and try to play games. You had time to really enjoy a lot of stuff. And I think that that's kind of what makes Origins special, even though it's kind of sandwiched between other big conventions around it. it doesn't get the love that it probably deserves.
And yeah, definitely for a let's get ready for Gen Con. I'm glad we walked back through that one for stuff that we can look forward to at Gen Con that we're excited about. I'm sure there'll be much more announcement because you did miss some bigger guys like Stonemeyer wasn't at Origins. Asmodee was there, but only for media. They didn't have a booth. So it really makes way for a lot of the smaller guys to kind of get their product out. And you really have to go hunt these guys down at Gen Con in order to see some of their stuff because all the hype is going to be around the big Asmodee booth or the big Stonemeyer booth or those bigger, I say bigger, but big as it is in this industry, you can get type of booths. And I really enjoyed that it wasn't that. So I mean, you get the chance to go to Gen Con this year, so I'm sure you'll have some awesome things to chat back with regarding that. And look forward. Anybody sees any video, anything that kind of caught their eye on this, definitely take a chance when walking through Gen Con and really sought after these people, all amazing people that we worked with while we were there. I appreciate Origin and Gamma for putting it on. And I can't wait to do it again next year.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a great experience and a lot of fun to do it with you, Dion. And it's good to relive some of the memories that we got to make together. Yeah, too bad you and Shay are not going to Gen Con because I know we're going to get a chance to get some behind-the-scenes stuff from Hatchet. We got invited to their party. And then Asmodee just got an email from them, so they'll be having us to a special event as well. So hopefully I'll be able to bring a lot of good stuff back from Gen Con to highlight some of the cool events that we had a chance to see and experience. And with that said, if you want to see all of that content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've really been thankful for the huge uptick that we've seen in viewership and subscriptions in the last 2 months, 3 months. I think our subscriptions are up roughly about 150% in the last 6 months. Our views are up close to 300% in the last 6 months itself. So, that motivates us. It keeps us going because, small content creators, it's hard sometimes making videos and having 80, 90 people see it. And you're kind of like, oh man. But when you start to see that growth, it fires you up.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous this year not going to Gen Con. I'm not, I don't want to be around all those people. So try to stay away from the con crud, check out all these cool, amazing games. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come back with. And then I'll be going to my distribution places the month after, so I'll be able to go to things like that in September and then again in October. So looking forward to seeing what you guys enjoyed from that event. And hopefully you enjoyed Origins with us. And just a final goodbye kiss to Origins and wait till next year.
I got it, big guy. I got it.
Not you. Not to go to you.
I stole it. I stole it.
No, not to you.
I stole it. It's mine.
All those amazing people that we met at Origins.
It's in my pocket now. I own it. So, well, like I said, definitely, if you get a chance, leave a comment. If you went to Origins, tell us what you liked. And if you didn't and you're excited about Gen Con coming up, let us know what you're looking forward to. So that way I know, kind of some of the things that I can highlight in the video. Probably do a vlog just like this for Gen Con as well, just to kind of keep it in line. And so with that said, we'll wrap this video up. And again, thanks for spending the time with us. It means the world to us. You mean the world to us. And we hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. And just remember, champions never stop playing. Good night, everybody.
All that I have, I let it be. 'Cause nobody's better than me. What do you see? Give it up.